On this episode of Documators, we unwrap the truth about food preservatives, those mysterious little chemicals that keep your hot dogs looking fresh enough to enter a beauty pageant in 2050. We dive into the science, the sketchy marketing, and the totally not toxic FDA stamp that lets big food play mad scientist with your snacks. Watch the full episode and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Alright, let's get into it.
I want to share this video. Look, this guy grabs a McDonald's burger, tries to give it to this bear. The bear will not eat it. Keep in mind, bears eat dead animals, scat, anything. But they know that this is straight up toxins. It's not real food. It's all preservatives, chemicals. It's crap. But look, it even just gives him the meat patty. The bear's like, nope, not doing it. Spits it out. So that shows you, like, we're eating this when a bear won't even eat it.
Preservatives in food, they make food last longer. That's the purpose. Mold and bacteria and pathogens are attracted to the same food that you are trying to preserve. They're trying to get some nutrients out of that food. The preservative makes the food less attractive. Pathogens can't use the food because it's lethal for the mold to eat that food. If it makes the food dangerous to the mold and the bacteria and the pathogens, how do you think that affects you? They are biological life forms. You are a biological life form. We're not that different.
We have poisoned our food supply, engineered highly addictive chemicals that we put into our food. We spray it with pesticides that kill pests. What do you think they do to our gut lining and our microbiome? And then they come in sick. The GI tract is reacting. It's a chronic inflammation, and it makes people sick. We've done a terrible thing to doctors. We've told them, put your head down, focus on billing and coding, and good job, you did a nice job. We have all these numbers to show for it. Well, the country is getting sicker. We cannot keep going down this path. We have the most over-medicated, sickest population in the world. Maybe we need to talk about school lunch programs, not just putting every kid on obesity drugs like Ozempic. Maybe we need to talk about treating diabetes with cooking classes, not just throwing insulin at everybody. We've got to talk about food as medicine.
Japan is the third richest country in the whole world, and they didn't get fat. So 42% of Americans are obese, 4% of Japanese. And at first you think, well, it must be some genetic thing, but we know that's not the case. So the Japanese government very consciously transformed the Japanese diet. I went to this school in Tokyo called Koenji School, and it was a really strange experience because it's a school with 1,000 children. There's not one overweight child in that school. Wow. It's a strange thing to see. In Japan, by law, every school has to employ a professional nutritionist. Oh, God. Wow. It's a serious qualification. It's 3 years on top of your teaching degree. And as the nutritionist, your job is to design the school meals, which have to, by law, be made entirely of fresh foods that are prepared on the day. You're not even allowed pre-processed paste in the schools in Japan. And then you've got to use those fresh, unprocessed meals, which contain all the main food groups, to educate the children about how to eat well, eat healthily.
I want to ask you this, and I think everybody in here wants to hear the answer to this question. If we know something's deadly for anybody that ingests it, how do we not say, hey, enough's enough? I hope the FDA feels a responsibility to humans. The FDA has a position that food coloring like 40 are safe for kids' ingestion.
We have not evaluated Red 40 in over a decade. Over a decade ago,
We have not.
At FDA we have not evaluated the safety of Red 40 in over a decade.
I don't understand that. Europe uses different dyes because their evaluation that it does cause problems for humans.
They have legal mandates to reevaluate chemicals. We are going to definitely struggle with the resources necessary to do that.
When countries around the rest of the world with fewer resources than we do, warning parents about the dangers of those products to their kids, how come the most powerful and wealthiest nation is unable to do that?
As part of this reorganization, we are dedicating an entire office whose job is to do chemical reviews.
How many kids have died and gotten sick? People's limbs are being amputated. The FDA has not responded in any way with the urgency of the crisis.
Our government is letting U.S. food companies get away with serving American citizens harmful ingredients that are banned in other countries, but choose to serve us the most toxic version. The FDA is asleep at the wheel. They've admitted they're not capable of regulating all these chemicals in our food. It's unethical and it needs to stop. Thank you very much.